Do we really wake up? That's the main question. We thought that we had another 10, 20 years together or something like that, but it's too short already. Yeah. Hi everybody, this is Lionel and I'm Lilian. My husband is 49 years old and I am 39 years old. We have been married for 12 years. Life was normal. Yeah, I think we are like every normal couple whereby we go outings, dating, work, and then just come home, cook for the family, yeah, and then play with the kids. Yeah, that's about it. It was actually found out by the GP. He is a person who has like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, so he has been actually taking medication. There was one day whereby he actually went to the GP and then the GP noticed that he's breathing very heavily. So it's like, for example, like that kind. So then after that, the doctor says that something is wrong with you, And then after that, the doctor said that I think you might need to be referred to a neurologist. When we first went to the neurologist, right, the neurologist was like saying that, I think your husband might have quite a serious disease. The breakdown that they gave, right, wasn't very optimistic. I think the doctor was saying that you guys might need to come back again, and then after we will take some tests and everything. So then when he went back to the GP again, this time around the GP was saying that, you really look very serious. So he says that you maybe have to go to an A&E department. Yeah, so I think that we went to A&E department, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then that was when he got admitted, a series of tests, and then yeah, they found out that you got motor neurone disease. So then he realized that, he was actually telling the doctor that, I realized that when I carry my youngest, right, that time my youngest was about 1 year old, he carried, right, it's like, you usually carry with your arms, right? But he realized that he has to actually use the back force instead to like that. Then it was when they realized, maybe it's not lung issue, yeah. The day on his birthday itself, then he told me that, I got diagnosed with ALS. Then he was telling me that it's the worst one. And I think the main question is to ask the doctor how long, he can survive and everything. So when the doctor was saying that it's about 3 to 5 years, that was when the bomb sets in. Yeah. So when we first found out, right, he was actually in denial. Yeah, so he was saying that, maybe I do not have ALS. Maybe it's a Kennedy disease. We went to the same neurologist now, and then did the test, and then the doctor says that yours is not Kennedy disease, yours is ALS. Then that was when the doctor actually recommended, saying that, maybe you can go and see a respiratory doctor, that then he will actually provide you with the support that you need for your breathing. So he has problems sleeping at night, because once you lie down, you need more strength to actually breathe, correct? So you can't breathe properly. So that was when he's always getting disrupted sleep and everything. So when we actually went to the respiratory doctor on the same day itself, they recommended a CPAP machine. The doctor was very, very nice, whereby he was telling us that, actually, don't come and see me, because my fees are very expensive. Then he said that, I will refer you back to Tan Tock Seng. There's a support group for that. So there's a whole team of neurologist department that would actually help you. I think the support really came from Tan Tock Seng Hospital, whereby they really put us into perspective. They said that, you have 3 to 5 years to live, right? But some patients actually live for a longer life. And they really gave us the options. They actually told us, you don't need to sit down and do nothing. You can come for physiotherapies, speech therapies. They were introducing us to all the different gadgets. During the different appointments, they actually walked through what are the equipments that we might need in the future, assistive devices that we can use for our day-to-day life when the disease progresses. The first main machine that he's actually using is actually the ventilator, which is the blue color one. So that is actually where the machine push in air onto his lungs and then help him to actually breathe in. So this one was the main machine that walked through with us for the whole situation. And without this machine, I think he would be long gone already. ALS disease is actually the nerves in the muscles dies. Yeah, so for his case, it's like the muscles died in his arms, his lungs, and then after that, then his legs now. So this machine helps him to breathe in. Now you can see, right, when he does the tracheostomy already, right, this is where the machine actually helps push in the lungs through the pipe. We have the cough assist. It's a machine to actually help him pushes the phlegm out of his lungs. So it has to be used 7-8 times a day. This trachea itself actually is a tube to the airway. Let's say that the saliva runs down, right? It's not going to be very pleasant, and there is a very risk that the saliva get infected. So he has this balloon whereby it actually helps to block things from going down, and then he needs a suction machine. After the operation itself, mainly 24/7 that he will be on the suction machine, whereby it will help to actually suck out whatever salivas that he has in his mouth. As of now, the best one is actually the Toby. It's an eye-gazing machine, and somehow this technology was actually used to support disabled people like him. You can see that he cannot move his hands, he cannot move his legs, but he can actually use his eyes to move the cursor, and then blinks, and then it's like considered typing or something like that. With the Toby itself, he can still communicate with us. He can play his games and then watch his shows. When the doctor actually talked about this disease, right, our kid was actually about 1 year old and another one was 3 years old. The first thing he came into the house and then he was looking at my 3-year-old and said that, "Papa is going to die." Then I was like, but I think even though he says that, right, but he tried to spend as much time as he can with the kids. They know that Papa is sick. They still hope that their father will recover. Mainly is that when he lies down on bed, right, because he can't move his limbs and everything, right, so usually you have to wake up like 2-3 hours just to flip him. Every time we were lying down in the same place, and then it becomes like too tight already, cannot move. Then he will start to call, "Oi, oi." Then we will have to actually wake up and then turn him. The worst case is that he has eczema. He has the itch and then he can't scratch. And then he will say that, "Can you please help me to scratch?" Then you have to try to find the itch. Then after that, you say left, then you say right. Then where is it? It runs. The itch runs. He has a lot of medications that he takes throughout the day. He's on milk feed, so we will have to give him milk. The doctors will come in to check on him once a month because his trachea change is about 1.5 months or to 2 months of change. Then the PEG is about 6 months. The nursing actually give us a very, very good support. So any situation occurs, I can just message the nurse and say, "Hey, it doesn't feel right. Can you tell me what to do?" or something like that. Yeah, the home team then is really supportive. The founder of this group was Linka. He was an MND patient. Okay, we got to know him also during the support group. I think he was a very amazing person also. He actually did a lot of things before he actually passed away. And he actually brought in a lot of the patients in. They have a group chat whereby they would actually share how do you cope, what do you do, where can I get help or something like that. They also arrange outing. It's not very easy to actually bring patients like him out. Yeah, so the venue, the logistics, all this have to be considered. Surprisingly, the patients, they are also worried about us, the caregivers. So they will say that, "Oh, let's create a group for the caregivers." Okay, then the patients are not inside. Then you guys can gossip about the patients all you want. That is how the caregivers ask for help. How do you get this? How do you handle this situation and stuff like that. I can say the support of the people around me, around us, that is the most important. Example, the doctors, the nurses, my helpers. Okay, they really help us a lot. Yeah, I think the family member support, people around us, they really help us a lot. Life is short, yeah. That is the takeaway. When actually he got known of this disease, I think he was at the age of 39. And which age were you at? 30 what?
41.
41, yeah. Or he was actually at 41 age. We just got married like 3 years ago, yeah. So after shortly giving birth to my second one, then we were like planning to, okay, let's go, let's start a family already. Let's have everything planned out for us. We can go on holidays. But all the plans were put on the shelf. We thought that we had another 10, 20 years together or something like that. But yeah, it's too short already. In the truth, right, I think that God has given us, everyone, the ability to actually be very adaptive. With the support of people around you, even though things might seem bleak, just look life at a very, a different angle. Yeah, so like sometimes, people say that, wow, she's diagnosed with a non-curable disease. Okay, but you look at it at another point of view is that at least he had some time with the family. Some people don't even have such time, When life gives you lemons, just make lemon juice.
Lemonade.
Oh, lemonade, yes, lemonade.